Hey, this is working today, which is good. So we're back on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. And of course, for those of you who are tuning in today, guess where you are? You are in the Boss Queen Morning Show, Your Soul Abundance channel, right? Where I sprinkle you with all magical things on manifestation, as in money and manifestation, mindset of course, and a sprinkle of marketing so that you get to create your own kingdom according to your own rules. Because can we be honest? I already know that you are no longer valuable to having anything less than having it all, because remember, you get to have it all on your own terms. And so I am tuning in today to have a really cool conversation, and I'm still so warm. I just delivered content into the money, mindset, and manifestation makeover challenge. Boom, that's a bit of a mouthful. Okay, so money, mindset, manifestation makeover, and we are just taking things to the next level. Yesterday, very much into preacher mode, very much into like getting very edgy from God, Chrome messages going crazy, which is a good sign. Okay, we are so grateful. Keep coming. Yesterday was very much of a preacher mode around, you gotta throw everything at it. You gotta just give it your best shot every day, and whatever that looks like to you. There is no, prerequisite of what you need to do every day. Same as there's no prerequisite to getting rich. Okay, cool conversation. Right, check out the episode yesterday where I talked about that there's no prerequisite to being rich or becoming wealthy or becoming rich. There's no prerequisite, same as there is no prerequisite to go. If you did a certain amount of things every day, that you will get this amount of results or success, okay? Of course, you gotta throw everything at it. Of course, you gotta go inside of yourself and go, right? You're here to actually change the world. You're a game changer. You're a revolution. You're here to lead a revolution. So you're a revolutionary, a rebel, right? A spiritual gangster, a visionary, a creative, an artist, whatever you are. And you're here because you're not meant to have anything less than having it all on your own terms. And you also know that you're here to freaking create a massive movement, okay? But here's the thing, and this is a conversation I've had just then, and I want to bring that to you because for me personally, it's been one of the most mind-blowing shifts in my life. And that is the fact that, stop looking at money as a way to measure your success. And you kind of go, well, hang on a minute. That's perhaps a crazy conversation. I need to turn that off. It's really distracting. Sorry. So that, I guess that's like, what? Okay. Well, I don't know how you feel about that. And certainly, money is not just a way to measure your success. So by all means, success is not just to be measured by the money that you make, because success is something different for everybody else, right? Hey, babe. I believe success is, to me personally, it's freedom, like ultimate freedom, spiritually, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. Just boom. And that's my number one value in life. So that to me is success. So success is like to have the freedom in every aspect of my life, okay? But yet, so many people think that in order to feel successful, like a successful entrepreneur or whatever you're doing, successful creative leader, artist, revolutionary, rebel, badass, spiritual gangster of your own kind, you do kind of sometimes get a bit caught up on the money. And it's totally cool. And so I want to help you to almost like reverse engineer the process. And I'm doing it very briefly because remember, this morning show, because it is morning somewhere in the world, we're going to keep it brief. So I guess I can't elaborate too much, but I want to give you enough so that it allows you to connect into that, to lean into that, and to answer yourself the question, wow, maybe there's areas where I need to change things up. And so, first of all, we're going to stop looking at, money as an evidence of success. Why? Because that means you are looking outside of yourself. You're looking externally as a way to measure how much you're worth, how good you are, how worthy you are. And that, I'm afraid, doesn't really work anymore. That is, for me, old identity thinking. Okay? Old identity thinking. So right now, I remove all of that. And I remember one of my mentors at that time just blew my mind, because I asked her a question. I was like, well, if I'm not using inside gig, love, if I'm not using money to kind of measure that, then I'm kind of a little bit lost. Like, how else would I know that I'm good enough or doing a good job or really tapping into, you know, what I'm meant to be doing, like that I'm doing good enough? And obviously doing good enough is equal to being good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have this thing, not doing good enough. I'm not doing enough means you're thinking that you're not enough. You're not being enough. Because so much we make the doing about the being about the doing. And it's okay to do the being first and then do the doing, but not do the doing to validate the being. Ooh, where did that just come from? Okay? And so, how about we just put money aside for a second, and have a new way of thinking. And a new way of thinking is that success is already your birthright. Because I remember her asking me that, and I'm like, she's like, what if you were to honor and understand that there's nothing you ever have to do. Success is your birthright. You're already successful. It's already inside of you. It's like a gift from the universe. It's like, it's all there. It's all inside of you. There's nothing externally you need to validate that. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting thinking. And so, like I said, that was around about April 2016. And it changed everything for me. It really did. And obviously there's a process with that, because, you know, you kind of hear an idea and you go, that's kind of cool. But old identity really wants to, you know, prove herself. You know, old identity really wants to work freaking hard, you know. And that's sort of been the evolution of that. So let's pack money here for a moment, and let's just not use money as an evidence for how amazing you are, because you are so freaking amazing. And so my gift to you today is what if I was to give you the gift of you honoring that you are already born worthy, whole, and wealthy as fuck. That is your birthright. Your birthright is success. Your birthright is to claim that inherent power that's already inside of you. Your birthright is already claiming the fact that there is infinite potential inside of you, because you are a child of the universe. No one's up there looking and, you know, judging you. The only person that judges is always you, based on the conditions that you grew up with. There's no one judging you. The universe doesn't judge. The universe does not judge. The universe does not expect anything. It is just here to work with you, co-create with you. But yet we make this about the worthiness, the good enough. Am I worthy? Am I good enough? Do I deserve it? Am I capable? Yes, of course you are. It's just you don't believe that because of the imprints and the story and the movie, okay, of the conditioning. And it's so good. That is obviously our life's journey. That is the journey, right, that we all are on. I get it. And obviously that's the journey of being a human being, understanding, conditioning, releasing that conditioning, to go back to, you know, source, to go back to soul, to remember that actually, who am I to stop myself? Because if I remove all labels, if I remove all judgment, if I remove everything, because everything really is just an illusion anyway, then all that is left is love. And vibrating love, woo, that is like serious high vibration. And serious high vibration means serious manifestation. I could just leave you right now and be like, boom, right? Mind blowing. So money's packed over here. We've got a new thought around success, knowing that you are born worthy, wealthy, and whole, right? Worthy, wealthy as fuck, and whole, okay? And so with that, let's tap into what it is really about. And that is, what does the money represent for you? Why do you want the money? Because it's never about the money. It's what the money will give you, or what you think it will give you, or what it will mean to you, or the opportunities, the choices, and everything that will allow you to do and to create. So let's tap into the emotion of the money, what you want. And what if you could just reverse the engineer and just completely remove the conversation around how am I going to make money, because it's always about money. And I know that, you know what, it's nothing wrong to be driven to make a lot of money. I'm definitely all for it. I have no denial in talking about that. But I changed the kind of conversation around it, the energy around it, the dialogue around it. And so freedom is really what it's about. You want to have freedom. So let's park the money over there. Remember, we're not using that now anymore to kind of judge ourselves. The lack of meaning that we must be a terrible person, or having money means, oh, we're fucking successful. Because you know what? Money is actually just an amplifier anyway. Money is an amplifier. So I'm sorry to say, if you're not a good person, then money will just amplify you and make you less of a good person. Okay, if you're great, if you are a giving person anyway, money will allow you to give more and allow you to do more great things. And that's why you want to make more money, because you can't change the world and do great things being poor. But what it is about, so we pack that money. We know now success is your birthright. We know now that you are born worthy, whole, and wealthy as fuck. And we know now that actually what we want is the freedom that money represents. So let's reverse engineer. Let's honor, accept, and own, and acknowledge, and embody this new gift. This new gift that success is your birthright. You could not go wrong. There's nothing you ever have to do to prove yourself. You are just a gift to the world. You are a gift to the world in your unique being. No one is like you. Do you get that? No one is like you. No one is like you. We don't have the same, you don't share the same DNA with anyone in this world. So how could anyone just, how could you be less extraordinary than anyone else, by the way? It's just how you choose to see yourself, okay? So you do that, you tap into the feeling of what the money represents, and then you emanate that feeling, and then you go full throttle, and you go, right, I'm going to claim my birthright. I'm going to tap into the feeling of what this money actually represents, and that is the freedom. Okay, good. Now that I know that, I'm going to send that out. I'm going to give lots of gratitude for what I have already in my life, right? Hey, Paya. Everything that I have in my life. And then I'm going to go full steam ahead, and I'm going to throw myself at it, metaphorically speaking. And I'm going to look at, what is my soul's calling? What is my purpose? What am I actually here to do? And then you go into that, and then you get on about creating content, sharing your message, building connection, call to actions, call people into your space. And you do that every single day without fail. You will create your own extraordinary life of freedom by design. Boom. Boom. Drops the mic, walks up the stage. That's it. And that's all we're going to talk about, because I want to keep it in a space time pocket of 15 minutes. I don't know how long I've spoken, but it's also very important. So you want to choose to continue that conversation. Be in my Facebook group. Honestly, my most sacred space, my Facebook group. Yesterday I cried doing a soul card reading. What can I say? I'm just a very connected person. So hang out in my Facebook group, Soul Boss Queens on the Rise. Okay, for all the kings that resonate with this energy, come into my space, into my family. Send me a message if you can't find that group. Apart from that, thank you for letting me share this space. And of course, give me feedback. Let me know what that does to you. Lean into that. Everything that I've said, lean into that. Sit with that. And just ask yourself, how does that change how you feel about money? How does that change how you feel about success? How does that change how you feel about going out there and living your best life, doing the best to your ability to create, the level of impact, influence, and income that you desire, okay? Thank you. Much love to you all. Thank you. Have an amazing rest of the day. And remember, as I said, permission to be, do, and have it all granted.